Hey everybody, it's Otaku here, bringing you another ReCreators episode 12 review. Now, like Mamika, Aliceteria is becoming a character of interest to me because after her encounters with Sota and the others, she's starting to change her personalities, and that's starting to open up more possibilities in the future. So after the fight, she and Blitz have a little talk, and she senses that Blitz is lying about wanting to return back to his world. And this actually creates some tension between them and further compromises the team's dynamics. I like it when they do this because it's always more interesting when there's infighting and backstabbing going on. I would actually have to thank Sota for doing this because in the last encounter, he explained to her that her creator didn't create his world maliciously just trying to mess with her. In fact, he was doing it more as kind of like a motivation for people watching to see justice being done. She's becoming less violent, and before she used to fight first, then ask questions later. But now she's becoming more forgiving, and she actually goes as far as to letting her creator go and letting him escape from the prison. And that's honestly great because she's finally growing as a character. But the bad thing is she's now probably on Altair's kill list. I hope she's able to join Meteora and the others and truly fight for justice, because that would be awesome. Fingers crossed she won't pull a Mamika and die before she can make any positive changes. But then Blitz was like, I should have killed her back then. It's like, how would that have happened though? Because she's pretty slow. I mean, she's kind of clunky and heavy due to all the armor she's wearing. She uses a big lance or spear. But, you know, Yuya is kind of really nimble on his feet, and he was able to hold Blitz off, you know, able to deflect all the bullets, even without his spirit woman. Now, after Sota spills everything to his teammates, he's ready to make things right by helping them stop Altair. Now, it's a really cathartic moment where you can finally just move on and help out with Meteora's plan. They discover how she's able to have all these abilities, and it's because people create secondary creations, and that's kind of like doujins and fan fictions or whatever. And so basically that gives her an incredible edge over everyone because she's constantly getting new abilities depending on the popularity of the work by the fans. But I have a question though. Celestia though, she comes from a mainstream anime, and that's probably where like there's way more followers than Altair's. So how come her fanfics aren't becoming like reality? Does Altair have like an innate ability to just adopt whatever ability she wants? Probably that'll be explained later on as the story goes on. Now, the plan they have to capture Altair is a really cool one because it's going to involve a lot of creators and a creation of a story world that will entrap and confine Altair in. If this plan goes through, it's going to be great because it's going to minimize her effect on the real world, and the good guys can buff up their characters and send them in the fight. It's like sending a character from their story into another story. Is that like storyception? So the creators have to work together to transition it smoothly, all of their stories, to where they'll all cross over. It's gonna be like the ultimate collab in history, with the fate of the world riding on it. It's not gonna be done overnight, and it'll probably take half a year to complete, but that long deadline gives a lot of room for Altair to just interfere and attack them in the middle. And it seems like it's gonna be bad news for Celestia because it turns out that her partner from her anime actually came in to this world and is working for Altair. So, oh boy. But yeah, this episode and the previous ones weren't as exciting and eventful compared to the ones that have a lot of fighting. But I feel like everything here, they're just building up to something really big. So far, the story's events weren't as predictable as I imagined, which is great. I really appreciate that. And as for now, it feels like they finally have a battle plan, and there's going to be more momentum in the story. Now, those were the complaints that I've heard about this anime, like it was just kind of spinning its wheels in the mud and not really moving anywhere. But then I feel like this is the point in the story where it's finally gonna move forward and more action is gonna happen, because at the end credits where we see Celestia's friend, like Altair announces basically they're gonna start attacking. So it's gonna be really exciting. So yeah, what did you guys think about this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.